This just happened. Mendeecees Harris, the same man who stood by Yandy Smith through prison time. Family drama, cheating allegations, and years of love and hip-hop madness just had his heart shattered on camera. And the reason? Leaked DM thread to blurry photos. And one message that read, "Ask her about Chicago." Mendeecees went live last night expecting to clear the air. Instead, he ended up crying on stream, hands shaking, voice cracking, trying to speak, but every word sounded like pain. "I did all that time thinking I had a queen, and you out here." Doing what? So what happened? Well, it all started with a mysterious IG account posting screenshots claiming Yandy's been secretly seeing a man she met on a business trip for months, and the worst part? The man ain't just a fling. He's someone close to Mendeecees. We've got the leaked messages. We've got the insider reactions. And what Yandy said in her voice note reply left everybody in complete shock. This isn't just gossip. This is emotional destruction, unfolding in real time. Before the scandal, before the DM leaks, before Mendeecees broke down crying in front of thousands. There was love. Real ride-or-die love. At least that's what it looked like. Because when Yandy Smith and Mendeecees Harris first appeared on Love and Hip Hop New York, they weren't just another messy couple. They were goals. She was the smart, no-nonsense businesswoman. He was the street-smart, charming family man trying to change. Together, they built an empire, raised kids, and stood strong through one of the toughest storms imaginable, Mendeecees' prison sentence. And that's where everything should have ended happily. But real love stories? They don't always end with fairy tales. From Ride or Die to Rumor and Denial 1, Mendeecees was sentenced to 8 years on drug trafficking charges. Everyone expected Yandy to bounce. Instead, she showed up court appearances, parenting solo letters, photos, interviews publicly claiming him as her husband, despite fans questioning the legality of their marriage. She became the poster child for loyalty through struggle. But behind the scenes, whispers were starting. Fans noticed Yandy stopped posting anniversary shoutouts, started traveling more often. Alone, her captions went from love and loyalty to healing, self-love, and boundaries. And when Mendeecees came home, reunion wasn't as warm as viewers expected. Insiders say he came back expecting everything to be the same. But Yandy had changed. The world changed, and he wasn't ready for that. Cold moments on camera season after season. Fans started noticing the awkward energy. Yandy would roll her eyes. Mid-argument, Mendeecees would dodge certain questions even their kids looked uncomfortable in family confessionals on one episode. When asked, "Do you trust him now that he's back?" Yandy took a long pause and said, "I trust that he wants to be a better man." That one sentence did not sit right with viewers. Then came the podcast appearance that kicked off this storm. She did time with me on a podcast earlier this year. Mendeecees was asked, "Was Yandy really there for you 100% while you were locked up?" He smiled, paused, then said, "I mean, she was there, but we both know it wasn't perfect." Just those few words, "we both know," sent Twitter into a frenzy. What does that mean? Was she really loyal? Or is there more to the story? Is this a confession or a warning? Suddenly, people were revisiting old clips, dissecting body language, tone, everything. The fairy tale image was cracking. The first real red flag it wasn't until last week, though, at the internet caught fire. A blurry photo was posted on a throwaway Instagram account showing a woman in a beige coat sitting at a restaurant in Chicago laughing with a man who looked nothing like Mendeecees. The account tagged Yandy in the caption. "You always said what happens in Chicago stays in Chicago." Guess not. Fans were unsure at first, but the very next day, DMAs leaked. Screenshots from what appeared to be Yandy's account chatting with someone saved as tea. One message read, I just needed a break from the pressure. From everything. Another said, I don't want to choose. I want peace. Now the rumors weren't just rumors, they were receipts and Mendeecees. He saw them live just like the rest of the world. It started like any other late night live session. Casual, quiet, just a man clearing the air. But what happened next was one of the most painful, unfiltered meltdowns ever broadcast by a reality star. I gave her everything. Mendeecees looked tired, red-eyed hoodie, pulled low, barely speaking above a whisper. He opened the live with 6 words. I didn't think I'd have to. Then silence. He glanced at his phone. Thousands were watching. Comments flooding in. Is it true? We ride with you, bro? Say her name. Then he exhaled. I gave her everything, man. 10 years of loyalty, my freedom, my youth. I gave her the years the system stole from me. And now I gotta watch screenshots from burner accounts and hear it from strangers that my woman was out here in Chicago with. His voice cracked. I didn't believe it. Not until I saw her smile. Not until I saw him. The photo that broke him, he held up his phone to the screen. There it was. The now infamous restaurant pic. Yandy mid-laugh. Hand grazing the arm of a man wearing black. Face turned just enough to hide. But it was clearly her. Mendeecees swallowed hard. That ain't no cousin. That ain't no business partner. That's a man who made her smile like I ain't seen in years. He looked away, wiped his eyes, and muttered, T. Gotta be kidding me. Who is T? The big R. Revealed the internet had already been on the hunt. And just 20 minutes before the live, a verified T page at Sip That Sip dropped the bomb. Exclusive, the man Yandy's been spotted with is allegedly Terrence C., a former Love and Hip Hop ATL producer and Mendeecees' former business partner. Old photos were pulled, Terrence and Mendeecees together at launch parties. Terrence and Yandy hugging backstage in a 2018 episode. Terrence tagged in a no-deleted post from Yandy's healing retreat. T wasn't a stranger. T wasn't. Knew he was family. The DMIs that exposed the truth, a full DM thread leaked that night, allegedly between Yandy and Terrence. Some of the messages: I feel guilty, but at peace when I'm with you. With him, I feel like a symbol. With you, I feel like a woman. Don't ask me to choose. Not yet. And Terrence's replies: I never wanted to be the reason. But I can't be the secret anymore. Fans were stunned. She cheated with his business partner. Terrence been in the picture. We just never paid attention. This isn't just messy. This is surgical betrayal. Yandy speaks in a voice unnoted the same night, just hours after the live. Yandy dropped a voice note to a private group chat. One of the girls leaked it instantly, and when it hit the blogs, the reaction was explosive. Here's what Yandy said. I never wanted it to go like this. I never planned on hurting him. But I can't keep pretending I'm happy. I kept showing up for him when I stopped showing up for myself. What I had with T wasn't a betrayal. It was real. It was safe. It was mine. I'm sorry. He had to find out like this. But maybe now he finally knows what it felt like to be invisible. Whoa. That last line. Maybe now he knows what it felt like to be invisible. It hit hard. The internet reacts in shock, and rage Twitter was a war zone. Team Mendeecees. He held her down through prison. This ain't just cheating. This is cold. That man cried on live, and she just said it was mine. Team Yandy. A woman's silence hides years of emotional neglect. She was never seen, only used for loyalty optics. Maybe she didn't cheat. Maybe she healed. One fan tweeted that wasn't a voice note. That was a eulogy. To a dead relationship, another. We just witnessed the end of a 10-year love story in HD. Within 24 hours of Mendeecees' tearful IG live and Yandy's butt-cutting voice note. The silence was shattered because Terrence T. Cummings The man at the center of the firestorm finally broke his silence, and the way he did it was pure gasoline on an already raging fire. Terrence speaks, and he's not apologizing. Terrence went live. From his backup account, the same one fans once used to accuse him of hiding something. He didn't flinch, he didn't stutter. Kay looked dead into the camera and said, "I didn't steal nobody's girl. Kay was already gone. I just showed her she could breathe again." He admitted to the relationship. "Yes, I was with Yandy, not behind nobody's back, but in the space she had to herself for the first time in years. I'm not here to spin this. I'm here because y'all keep talking like I snuck in. Nah, bro. I stepped up when the man she was holding down couldn't see her pain." Fans were fuming. Some called it justification. Others, blatant disrespect. But Terrence didn't stop. The unspoken trips timeline within hours. Fans turned full detective, and what they uncovered had jaws on the floor. A TikTok user at QueenReceipts247 posted a now viral breakdown of Yandy's travel history from her public posts and tagged geolocations. What she found? A pattern. December 2022, wellness retreat in New Orleans. Terrence also spotted at same hotel April 2023. Speaking at a real estate panel in Houston, Terrence posted from a rooftop pool that same weekend, August 2023 business. Brunch in Chicago the same day as the leaked restaurant photo, October 2023. Solo spa trip, spa tagged as couples only. This man wasn't a side piece. It was a shadow. Yandy's IG was the real mystery. We just weren't looking close enough. Now the story had layers. The burner page STRKSN just when things couldn't get messier. A new IG burner account appeared with the name @HurtRuth, then filtered. The bio? Since they won't say it, I will. They started posting clips from a phone, from what looks like a hallway camera, from an apartment balcony. The first video, Yandy and Terrence hugging outside a car, then a kiss, then walking into what looks like a hotel entrance. Timestamp, August 2023, the Chicago trip. Within 30 minutes, the post hit 400,000 views. Then another clip dropped. Yandy on FaceTime, giggling, a man's voice in the background saying, "Tell him you need space again. You're not lying." She replies, "I told him I need to find myself. If you don't know, I already found you." The clip ends with her saying, "I'm not the bad guy. I just got tired of being the good woman." Fans were stunned. Celebrities, influencers, and public opinion. The celeb reactions came fast. Erica Mena reposted the burner account clip with the caption, "You can love a man and still lose yourself. I'm not judging Yandy." But Remy Ma's comment shook things up. There's love. Then there's disloyalty. Let's not confuse the two. Public opinion split. Team Mendeecees. She could have walked away, not lied, and crept. She was waiting till he got out to start over with someone he trusted. Team Yandy. She did the hard part, holding it down. He didn't see her once he got out. You don't get to call it betrayal when you forgot how to love her. Even therapists jumped in. What you're seeing isn't just a breakup. It's an unraveling of years of emotional neglect covered by loyalty branding, hashtags, and global buzz trending, right? Now, hashtag YandyY exposed hash twas there the whole time. Hash who is her truth unfiltered hash. Justice for men, DC's hash YandyY1. Tweet summed it up perfectly. This isn't a scandal. It's a relationship autopsy. And we all have front row seats. The fallout from the Yandy-Terrence Mendeecees triangle didn't just break the internet. It shook the entire reality TV industry because this wasn't just some fling drama. This was the public unraveling of a couple that had built a brand on loyalty, struggle, and standing tall through adversity. But now, the image has cracked. The fans are furious. And the reactions? Nuclear, Love, and hip-hop alumni taking side tees first up. The people who knew them personally. Tahiri Jose reposted a clip of Mendeecees crying on IG. live with a caption, "Say what you want about him, but that pain wasn't fake." That was a man watching his whole past collapse. Kimbella, yes, from the Chrissy Jewels era, wrote, "They always say we break hearts. But no one talks about the women who checked out years ago. Yandy didn't cheat. She transitioned." Then came the ultimate shocker. Rich Dallas went on The Breakfast Club and said this: "Y'all don't even know the Half-T and Yandy been vibing since back in 2019. People just thought it was business. But there were always rumors. Mendeecees just refused to believe it. The hosts went silent, and the internet erupted. Brands began to back off. Yandy's image was powerful entrepreneur, mom, activist. She had endorsements. But now, brands are quietly pulling back. One hair care brand removed her ambassador badge from their site. A vitamin company deleted for promo reels featuring her. And a scheduled wellness tour in Atlanta posted an updated flyer. Yandy's name was gone. Inside sources leaked emails between PR teams saying, "Until the narrative settles, we're pausing visibility." Translation: no one wants to touch this fire right now, fan base divided. Meanwhile, fans are at war. One IG Live with nearly 80K viewers featured dueling panels. One side defending Yandy's emotional evolution, the other demanding justice for a man who did time and came home to betrayal. Top comments: "Against Yandy, he was locked up, and she was locked out of her heart, cheating with his business partner. That's ice cold. She built an empire on loyalty just to do this. For Yandy, loyalty without love is emotional prison. He came home expecting the same woman. She grew. Y'all mad she moved on, but weren't mad when she suffered in silence." Talk of a reunion special heats up then. Out of nowhere, Zeus Network posted this tweet: "Some stories deserve to be told in person. Yandy, Mendeecees, Terrence will clear the stage. Just say the word." What? Within minutes, fans flooded Zeus replies. "Why, yes, we need them face to face. This could be bigger than the Jocelyn Cabaret reunion. We want questions, want answers, we want closure." Even bloggers confirmed Yandy's team has already been contacted. Mendeecees hasn't agreed yet, but offers are being made. If this reunion happens, it's going to be explosive. Just when the smoke looked like it might settle, another spark lit the fuse. Because someone just stepped into the fire. Someone no one saw coming. A woman who hasn't been publicly tied to the scandal. Till. Now, who is M, and why is she speaking now? At 3 a.m., the burner account at her Truth Unfiltered posted a voice note labeled "Only" from M. And in the recording, a soft but serious voice says, "I wasn't going to speak on this. But since lies are being dressed up as growth, I'm clearing the air." People speculated wildly. Is this Mendeecees' sister? Is it a friend of Terrence? Wait, is that voice familiar? And she said it. "I watched Yandy lie to her husband's face for months. Was in the room when she said, 'He doesn't need the truth, he needs peace.' Mike, drop. She didn't say her name." But followers believe M is a former close friend of Yandy's inner circle, possibly even a former assistant. And she wasn't done. The leaked audio clip that changed everything, she continued. "Terrence wasn't the first. He was just the most convenient. There were DM flings before him, emotional ones. But the difference, Terrence wanted to be seen. And now he's acting like he's some savior. He knew what it was. They were both using each other. And now, everyone else is collateral damage. Brah, if what M saying is true, this wasn't a one-time betrayal. This was years of emotional exit strategies playing out behind Mendeecees' back. And just like that, the narrative flipped again. Is Yandy writing Othello? Then came the real kicker. Shortly after the voice note dropped, Yandy posted a quote on her IG story. "Sometimes your side of the story is the only piece you'll ever get, so tell it loudly." She added a pen emoji, a notebook emoji, and The hashtag work in progress. The internet went nuts. Is she writing a book, a memoir, a tell-all, a journal turn deal? Yandy Smith about to give us the real behind love and hip-hop. And one verified publishing house account commented, on a blog post, stories like this don't end, they evolve. And some are meant to be bound in hardcover. Cliffhanger, the DM nobody saw coming last night, right before midnight. One final DM screenshot dropped on a gossip page. It was a message from Mendeecees to the burner account. It read, I know who you are, and if she won't tell the truth, I will. Don't push me. What? Is Mendeecees about to clap back with his version of the truth? Is there more betrayal, maybe, even on his side too? Are we about to see the ugliest breakup in love and hip-hop history turned into a full-blown, multi-part media war? We don't know. But we do know this drama is far from over. And now, we're standing at the edge of a complete relationship collapse. Yandy's silence is finally breaking. Mendeecees is threatening to drop his own truth. Terrence is being painted as both lover and liar. And a mysterious insider known only as M flipped the narrative AGAIN. But here's the thing, we still don't know who to trust. Was Yandy a woman fighting for freedom from emotional prison? Or was she orchestrating a betrayal years in the making? Is Mendeecees just a broken man trying to hold on to dignity? Or is there another side of his past he doesn't want exposed? And what is this tell-all Yandy is teasing? Is it a redemption arc or a full-blown retaliation? We need to hear from you in the comments. Was Yandy justified or did she'll just blow up a loyal man's life? Is Terrence a shoulder to cry on? Or a snake in disguise? Should Mendeecees tell his truth, even if it means burning it all down? Smash that like button if your jaw dropped at least once. Hit subscribe if you want every single leak the moment it drops. Turn on notifications because when the book drops, when the sit-down airs, or when another voice note leaks, we'll be right here to break it all down. This isn't over. It's just getting started.